Everyone needs to borrow money from time to time, and there are reputable lenders eager to help. When it comes time for you to take out a loan, be careful. You could be swimming with the sharks. While there are many legitimate lenders you can trust, there are also abusive lenders ready to take advantage of you. You hear them on the radio.
Got a credit problem? Can't get a loan? No place to turn? Well, just call us and we'll come running with the cash you need.
You see them on television.
Now may be a great time to refinance and cash out some of your equity. Just log on to luckyloan.com or call us at 1-555-1234. Today's low fixed rate is only 6.99%.
They call you on the telephone.
I bet you could use a little extra cash, perhaps for a vacation or a home repair. You don't have to come to us for a loan. We'll save you the trip.
They reach you through the newspaper and through direct mail solicitation. They even canvass your neighborhood, marking you as a possible victim. They prey on the elderly, people with low incomes or damaged credit ratings, and minorities. And it's not just one or two dishonest credit brokers and fly-by-night finance companies that deal in predatory lending. They exist in nearly every locale, and new lenders are getting into the finance business regularly, increasing the abuses. These predators make it all sound so easy, but the loans they push usually have sky-high interest rates and hidden fees. Many are illegal. You could end up paying too much or hurting your credit rating if you can't pay back the loan. You could even lose your home. The most dangerous predators are those who are well-trained and well-organized. They tell a good story. Even though they may look like any ordinary person, and even though they may tell a good story, you must listen very closely to what they actually say. Unscrupulous loan salesmen are encouraged to refinance loans over and over with no benefit to you, but big fees for them. This scam tactic is called flipping. They sell you a loan and a few months later come back with what they say is a better deal and get you to sign up for it. But it's only a better deal for them, not you. Each time a loan is flipped, the borrower has to pay another hefty finance fee. Flipping mortgage loans also eats up the equity, the value of your home, and may cause you to lose it. Another scam tactic is packing costly extras, such as unwanted or undisclosed insurance products, into the price of the loan. It is not uncommon to end up with a mortgage loan that cost you a whopping interest rate, plus a high fee to close the deal, plus an insurance policy you never asked for and may not need. But for every crooked lender ready to rip you off, there are many honest lenders who want to serve your best interests. So, how do you separate the bad guys from the good guys, the predatory lenders from the lenders you can trust? Let's demonstrate some typical loan situations and find out. Watch closely. In this scene, the woman is seeking a home improvement loan. An independent mortgage broker, aided by a home improvement contractor, solicited her by telephone. He said he could give her a loan to repair her home and save her thousands of dollars in the process. Encouraged by the offer, she invited them into her home. Let's listen to the conversation.
Well, I appreciate your coming over so quickly, and I appreciated your phone call. I really need to fix up this place. It's getting in real bad shape. But like I told you on the phone, my credit is not very good. My husband used to take care of all these things,
Yes,
and I was turned down for a credit card.
Oh, that's not a problem, Mrs. Hoskins. Our business is helping senior citizens like yourself protect the most valuable asset you have, your home. Actually, we specialize in home repair loans. I can actually get you $8,000 in cash right now, no questions asked.
And these are the costs of the repairs we discussed. With the money, you can fix those rotting floors in the kitchen and those sagging beams in the basement. It's a great deal.
You can do all this?
Oh, yes, ma'am. But you have to act fast. You see, this offer will not last forever. All you have to do is sign these papers right here where I've marked the X's.
And it covers all the repairs, too.
Hard for me to read this. I don't see too well. What do all these papers mean?
That's not a problem, ma'am. You don't really need to read all that stuff. It's just lawyers mumble jumble that says you agree to pay the loan back. You do agree to give us our money back, don't you?
Well, yes.
Yes, right there on the X's, ma'am.
She paid all right, dearly. The loan she signed stuck her with monthly payments that were more than she could afford. On top of that, the broker and the contractor made out on the deal. What can you do to protect yourself against a swindle like this? Let's replay the scene and see what the borrower should have done.
I really need to fix up this place. It's getting in real bad shape. But like I told you on the phone, my credit isn't very good. My husband used to take care of all these things. I was turned down for a credit card.
Oh, Mrs. Hoskins, that's not a problem. Our business is helping senior citizens like yourself protect the most valuable asset you have, your home. We specialize in home repair loans. Actually, I can get you $8,000 in cash right now. No questions asked.
Well, it sounds great, but I don't understand. How can you promise me all that money when I can't even get a credit card?
That's because we specialize in these loans, and we can give you the money right now.
Well, okay. I have a few questions. What is the interest rate? How much are the monthly payments? What does that include? How many payments? And at the end of the scheduled payments, is this loan fully paid? Are there added fees? Where in these pages does it say all this? I don't know. I'm not very comfortable with this.
But we can give you the money right now. So you can fix those rotting floors in the kitchen and those sagging beams in the basement. I mean, it's a great deal.
But you do have to act now. This offer won't last forever. If you will, just sign on the paper here where I have the X's marked.
This is hard for me to read. I don't see too well. Where does it say how much I have to pay?
Well, that's not really a problem. You honestly don't have to read all of that stuff. That's just lawyers' mumbo-jumbo that says you agree to repay the loan. You do agree to give us our money back, don't you?
Yes, but I won't sign anything till I know what I'm getting into. How do I know this is the best loan I can get? And you know, I've got to make sure about fees and interest rates and stuff like that. I don't understand it at all, but I've got a lawyer friend who does. So you just leave the contract and I'll get him to read it.
Now that was a smart counterattack. The borrower knew you don't trust lenders who say bad credit is no problem. She knew it was important to fully understand the loan agreement, especially the fine print. She knew you should always be wary of quick approval loans for houses, cars, and home repairs. She knew to compare rates and fees from other lenders, and she knew the importance of getting advice from a trusted friend or reputable lending counselor. Now, let's look at another loan situation. In this scene, a young single mother is seeking a mortgage loan to buy her first home. The house she is buying is a quick turnover at an inflated price with no home inspection or improvements. The buyer is blinded by her good luck in finding the home and getting the loan at low monthly payments. The lender has failed to tell her about the high interest rate, the big balloon payment that comes due at the end of the loan, and other costs, like taxes and insurance, that will be an added part of the monthly payment. Let's listen.
Good. How are you?
Good. Have a seat.
Thank you.
How's the drive over?
Oh, not too bad. Not
Oh,
too
that's
bad.
good.
It's kind of hot out there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm all excited.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for you.
I've always dreamed of owning our own home, but I never thought I could afford to.
Oh, Elaine, well, now you can. You are living the American dream right now, thanks to this low-cost, easy payment loan that I've negotiated for you. And it has monthly payments you can well afford.
I won't have any trouble making the payments.
No, I don't think so.
Is there anything else I need to know?
No, not really. It's all there in the agreement. Now, you can read it at your leisure. You don't have to take time to do it now. I need to get your signature, though, right here on page 3, if I could. Right there.
Before signing a home mortgage loan or any other agreement, you should know exactly what you are agreeing to. Let's pick up the scene the next day and find out what the young mother should have done.
Thanks for stopping by. I hope I can help you.
Oh, well, I've always dreamed of owning my own home. I just never thought I could afford to. Now I've got this loan offer that I can afford, and I just want to make sure that everything's okay.
Well, you did the right thing to call me. My job as lending counselor is to make sure you don't fall victim to predatory lending. I've studied the contract, and yes, the monthly payments are low.
So I can afford it?
Not really. To lower your monthly payments, they've put a balloon payment at the end. This means that after you've made your final scheduled payment in 5 years, you will still have a big lump sum payment to make.
How can that happen?
Well, that's why it's called a balloon. For some, the balloon works, but in this case, it doesn't make any sense at all. Also, the interest rate, the amount you pay to borrow the money, is way too high.
It's just terrible.
You also have to pay a big fee to the broker making the loan and a very high cost to close the deal.
That's ridiculous.
Also, you weren't told about taxes and insurance. This will add quite a bit to your monthly payment.
But he just went through it so quickly. Where does it say all this?
It's right here in the papers he gave you.
Why didn't the broker explain that to me?
He should have. It's his obligation. Reputable lenders always go over the contract in detail with the borrower.
Thanks. I should have known it was too good to be true. Now I have to make sure I find a good loan I can afford.
Here we have a couple that have accumulated a number of bills, including high medical expenses. They are seeking a consolidated loan to pay off their debts. They are under pressure to sign the loan, but are not fully aware of the interest rate or terms, nor do they realize their home will be held for collateral because it is a home equity loan.
Can you go slowly? We don't understand contract language too well. You say this loan will pay off all our bills?
Yes, sir. You bet. One easy monthly payment is all it takes, and pretty soon your debts will just disappear.
Just one payment?
Instead of a whole lot of payments, just one. All you need to do is sign here.
A loan consolidation is a convenient way to pay off multiple bills without writing a lot of checks. But you should know exactly what the terms are. Here's what the couple can do now.
We don't understand contract language too well, so we brought along a friend of ours who has had an experience in this area.
Well, I see the total cost of the loan, annual percentage rate, the amount of monthly payments, and the time we have to pay back the loan. Seems okay. I just want to make sure there are no hidden costs.
I can assure you there aren't any hidden costs.
Well, I disagree. Here it calls for a lot of upfront fees and closing costs. But the worst part is you're taking part of this family's home equity, the value of their home, up front as part of the refinancing. They didn't want that.
That's the agreement that he and his wife signed.
But as you well know, for this type of loan, they have the legal right to change their minds 3 days after the contract has been signed.
That's really just a technicality, really.
Well, no, but because you're using their home as security.
Yes.
And they also get back the money they've paid you.
We've signed an agreement. I think it's pretty straightforward, really.
I think we'll just have to tear up this contract.
I don't understand your...
Or we'll have to report you to the Better Business Bureau.
You've just seen several demonstrations of unethical lenders trying to dupe borrowers and what the borrowers did to avoid it. What steps did they take to keep control in their hands as borrowers during the lending process?
Don't trust door-to-door phone salesmen offering you bargains. Shop around first.
Be careful of large balloon payments that may not be right for you.
Don't be too quick to put your other bills and debts into a high-price consolidation loan if it may put your home at risk.
Avoid any lender who pressures you to apply for more than you actually need.
Watch out for high interest rates, high fees, high closing costs, and prepayment penalties. Compare fees and charges.
Ask lots of questions about terms, and don't sign any blank document which the lender promises to fill in later.
Talk to a credit counselor to work out payments you can afford.
Read all disclosures carefully.
And the most important lesson of all is you, the borrower, are in control. You have the power to turn down any loan offer until you get all the facts. These are good lessons for us all. We hope this message will help you avoid becoming a victim of predatory lending and to look to reputable banking and financial institutions as trusted resources when loan needs arise. The loan business is a reputable business, and there are credible, professional lenders ready to provide you with a wide variety of loan choices tailored to your financial needs, with full disclosure of agreement terms. When seeking a loan, you should always be prepared and know what you're looking for. You want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident when dealing with a lender and never pressured. You can do that by seeking the advice of a trusted friend or a professional lending counselor. And remember, there is no reason for you to swim with the sharks.